It's Under the Bucket with the Winkler Flyers, and we've got Connor Jensen joining us this morning. Connor, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. You come from, well, a completely different country.
Right.
So is this your first year with the Flyers?
It is, yeah.
So tell us a little bit about that. Have you ever been to Canada before? Like being in Spokane, Washington, you're right at the border.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, what's the big difference between, like, Spokane, say, like, BC or Vancouver or anything like that?
I mean, Winkler's obviously a small town, so it's hard to compare with, like, Vancouver, where I've been to a ton. I would compare it mainly to, like, Trail and Nelson. I spent a lot of time up there in BC growing up, so...
Playing a lot of hockey out there.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the hockey scene in Spokane.
Spokane, you got the Chiefs, obviously, in the WHL. That was cool growing up. I would go and watch them. That's how my family got into hockey. Is my parents would go watch Chiefs games, and then they fell in love with it. Got my brothers into it. I followed. So
when it came down to, like, I guess choosing, obviously you were scouted, and they came to you and asked you if you wanted to play. Why was Winkler kind of that right decision for you?
I mean, I obviously wanted to play juniors this year. It was definitely the next step in my development, and I went up to Flin Flon for a camp, and they wanted me to stay up there, but just didn't feel right. I already had this camp lined up. Came here, worked, and ended up making the team. So not too bad.
Nice. And I guess it doesn't help having a whole bunch of NHLers as part of the franchise too.
Right.
That's a huge thing. Tell us a little bit about that, because that's a big deal, right? You've got Eric Fair, you've got Ryan White, and you've got Justin Falk as head coach GM. How cool is it to have those hockey minds and hockey experience there for you to kind of advance your development?
Oh, yeah, it's unreal. Very cool having Falker as a coach, because he played in Spokane, obviously, and I have his Mem Cup poster downstairs in my basement. So, but yeah, just having that NHL experience on the ice with you is just very good.
Christmas obviously just around the corner. Do you have any favorite Christmas things that you do in your family?
I go to my grandma's, have some dinner there, very good dinner. Open presents in the morning with the family. Just kind of a family day, I guess, yeah.
And then when it comes to, like, a favorite hockey memory for you, whether it's like growing out on the ODRs or whatever the case may be, have you ever had a chance to skate on, like, ponds, like in the mountains or anything like that?
Yeah, growing up in Spokane, we don't have too many, like, ponds like that. Obviously up in Canada, like, ODR is huge. I've done too much ODR, but unfortunately.
Fair enough.
But yeah.
What's the temperature like difference-wise as far as, like, Washington compared to here in southern Manitoba?
So
I guess you haven't experienced it fully yet.
Yeah, the wind chill here is like something I've never seen before. We were coming back from the Jets game the other day, and like we all met up. We all took our own cars, and like it was just snowing like so bad.
Yep.
Like we had to put our hazards on, and like I could barely even see the car in front of us. Like
totally different.
We never get that in Washington. So
well, that's awesome. Thanks for coming in and talking to us today, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.